Sorry, I gotta pull up the list again. Shanks 15. I can't pronounce that name. Diaz Membro. You're gonna be Danats Baba. Congratulations, that's your name now. TSC Jimmy. Duke it out with Beaver, to Rice the Effort, Ugly Tuco, Big V25, and Lafuli.
Oh boy, yeah. So it looks like we've got that minute before launch on the delay here, and because they didn't invite me, I just have Summoner 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on each team. But
Yeah.
we're looking at Jax and Vi with Annie and Ezreal and Alistar for blue team with Badger bringing in that Jax. On the purple team, we've got Shyvana in the top lane with Udyr in the jungle, Varus mid, Misfortune in the bot lane with a Janna.
Apparently this is on channel 1, so we don't need to spectate this one.
Oh, well then. Thought that was our schedule. Where's our game? Are we actually even...
Yep, there's a second game, so we're going to be spectating the other group. I believe Records. So we're going to be watching Records' second game. So Declawd's empty mana bars. Which honestly does make sense since we were watching them end their game. We're going to be following them into their next game.
Alright then. I jumped the gun.
Nah, that was me. I was like, yo, game's in progress. We get some messages out, so don't
And
worry.
there's the invite.
Oh, I didn't get one. I'm not that cool. I'll just wait a second. Eh. I almost yelled at Badger there on stream. That would have been horrible.
They said they invited you.
I don't see an invite for me. If I 3-log my client, I'm gonna be super mad if I 3-log my client. Oh, it is just a bundle of errors today, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what would the T-Force event be without a few technical difficulties?
Would not be a T-Force event, I assure you.
Ooh, we're going to get to see Mr. Lobo in the top lane with Wee Little Seal and the jungle Whale, or Wally, however you want to pronounce it there, running up the mid lane. And Mobile Irelic as the marksman with the #1 TSN hater supporting him.
Ooh. There it is. Unable to join the game because the lobby is full. Try that again. One more time.
Yeah!
We got it! Perfect!
The conspiracy to keep Kargan out of the game has been toppled.
Oh no! I'm gonna topple all these spammers in Twitch chat. That's ridiculous. We don't want Championship Riven. We know it's not the true Championship Riven. Alright, so we've got two teams here. Team 1's got Mr. Lobo, Willette Seal, Whale, Mobile Road
Yes,
Tech?
the same team roster I just announced a minute and 15 seconds ago.
Nah. I'm gonna say it again.
You never listen when I talk.
When I'm trying to get into a game, no. I only have enough attention for one thing. If you notice anything from my D&D games, I will literally piece together like words I've heard and assume that's the plot. It's not because I'm not listening. It's because I'm listening to other things.
All I hear is that you're not listening to me.
No, I'm not listening to anything. I'm in a consistent state of not listening.
They said that they were waiting on the beloved caster, so I told them go.
Yeah, we just go. We've got this.
But we're beloved. You hear that?
Yeah. It would have been really awkward if it said beloved caster, and we're like, oh, who was it, though?
Game's on hold while we make sure that Whale gets some sparkling water in his dressing room. And champ select is go!
Ooh, Callista ban right off the bat. They remember Mojo Jojo's game and say no Callista. Never again will we see that Callista play.
How are they supposed to empty Declawd's mana bars at this rate?
I don't know, but they're also denying Sivir, so they're deciding that, you know what? It didn't work for us, so you guys don't get to play it either. They just get rid of it. Ooh, Gragas ban. Yeah, Gragas is still a big fat jungler. Still does everything that Gragas can do. Vayne ban. Wow, look at all these marksman bans.
See, I don't know enough about having not spectated any of Chira's Rat Pack's games. I don't know what target bans are out here, but it looks like they're really trying to put the mobile E-Relic into a hard spot.
I guess so, but I feel like you can pick around a Vayne, so to speak. Like, Sivir ban seems fine, Callista ban seems completely fine. Vayne ban, like, yeah, I feel like there are better champions you could ban overall for a team. And I think there are better ADCs coming out of the bot lane than Vayne in particular.
Fiora and Sho'gab, I feel like these have got to be target picks.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure a lot of these bans are like, you don't get to play these good champions.
Alright, Chira's Rat Pack. Who are they going to pick up on their first option here?
Good question.
I'm not certain, but I bet it's going to be something cheesy.
Oh. But Nautilus is lactose intolerant. No, he's not. He totally loves mozzarella. Like, he's like, hey, Dredgeline, into you get rooted for a while. Isn't that cool? Did you guys want the opportunity to play League of Legends? Nautilus says no. That's a not lock-in. And red team looking at Graves. Looking at Renekton. Also a good pick.
Oh, but the Diana lock-in. Now, that's a flex pick there. Diana top, Diana jungle, Diana mid.
Oh. Who could that be? It's Diana. I mean, Runeglaive is a thing now. Diana could very feasibly build that item and do work with it. Like, not so much on Galio, but Diana, sure. I can buy that item on that champion a little bit better than I can on Galio.
Stylo Max pulling out the Thresh again. But the wheel is a seal, hovering on Jax. And by Jax, I mean Zach, because I can talk.
Yeah! Fresh and Zach. Okay. Blue team's got an interesting comp coming in. I like it so far. It's a lot of knockout potential and a lot of good CC. I know I said I feel like this is reminiscent of last game when it was an Alistar Gragas pickup, and the same still applies here. And alongside that, they are picking up an ADC that can carry with that sort of CC, and that's going to be Jinx. Yep, that's going to be a locked-in Jinx. So, blue team has already got their CC and their damage locked and loaded. I wonder if they can get Jinx to the point to where she can actually just demolish enemy champions.
We'll see. I've never seen Jinx in the hands of Mobile Relic, but they are representing Chira here, so I'm expecting a lot of aggressive picks on Chira's Rat Pack.
It's true. And up, Echo! Wow, that's...
Echo? Echo?
Echo. Piece of Wrathma just locks in Echo. That's a two-man dive comp. You've got a Diana and an Echo jumping on your case. That could actually be a very powerful combination, considering Diana can keep people locked in long enough for Echo's W to really take an effect. And great follow-up CC for these guys.
Oh, is Mojo Jojo going to Ash and give them the Crystal Arrow before the jump?
Oof. Oh, the setup for the team fight looks pretty real here for Red Team. Deciding that you guys want to go all in, well, that's fine. We can too.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the loser of this match out of the tournament?
I believe so.
Oh!
Ergot! Oh, okay.
The Butcher himself. They just want to pull you.
Like, they're looking to, like, engage, like, and just completely just dissect a team fight. Okay. This is really interesting. It's going to be really hard for Ergot to pull off a good ultimate. We are doing a lot of good CC coming in from Zach and Nautilus just right off the bat. And it looks like they're going to be following up with a potential Ahri pick. To add...
Frown just confirmed in the Twitch chat. The loser of this match is out, so there is a lot on the line here.
One would say all of it's on the line here in the losers bracket.
The just not winning yet bracket. Loser is such a harsh word.
Not winning is hard bracket.
Wait, Whale is going to play Riven?
What? But Riven's such a powerful all-in champion that could do a ton of damage. Wait a second, so... Yeah, no.
Or wait.
Whale's going mid lane. That's going to be an Ahri for Whale. And that's going to be possibly a Riven top lane. Which means that's going to be a Nautilus support. Yeah, okay. Unless they take Ahri top, which is going to be really weird.
It's a really aggressive team comp there, and then Jinx just to stand in the back and shoot at people.
Yeah,
I'll have to see how Mobile Relic, how well handles that. Because, you know what, there's not a lot of? Peel.
There's not a lot of peel, per se. And that depends entirely on how Nautilus and Zac play their team fights. I think if Nautilus uses his Dredge Line and his ultimate defensively, because they've got enough engage on Zac's end and Riven, that's a pretty strong initiate to a team fight, where Nautilus can play more of the peel role for Jinx and let her do the damage that she needs to. And last second Vlad pick, sure, that's just get that damage in there. That is a team fight if I've ever seen one.
Jungle Echo on record? Priest of we saw the Priest of Ramtha on Vlad last week, and it was a sight.
Yeah, and interesting setups here for team compositions too. It's if these stick into the delay, that means we've got a Diana top lane and a Vladimir in the mid lane, which is kind of reverse of what I was expecting.
Well, in my personal experience, I would not want to play Vladimir into Riven.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to necessarily play Diana into Arya as well. So that does make sense. So I'm not necessarily against it. It's just it's an interesting situation to see Diana go in the top lane. That being said, records on Echo again, something that we saw in the first Saturday. So most likely we might see Record go in that Tinky build unless he wants Runeglaive, which is also a possibility. There's a 3-minute delay, and that's going to be the case. Diana and Echo could probably do a lot of damage early on, because they've got a lot of CC and enable each other pretty well.
Be interesting to see how well they pull all this off. I mean, Mojo Jojo is just going to flip somebody out of that team.
Yeah. Both teams have got...
So,
oh, God, sorry.
No. Break down this bot lane matchup, though. We've got Mobile Relic jinxing it up. Number one TSN hater is not. You also have a pun there, but I just ran out of steam. I'm sorry. Then versus Mojo Jojo on Ergot and Silomax on the Thresh. How does that look out?
ladies and gentlemen, we have a unique opportunity to observe the double hook bot lane. We got Nautilus and Thresh. Both champions throw out hooks. Both champions want to go all in and pick a fight. Both have, I don't want to say similar kits. Both champions have a very similar way they want to get to a fight. They want to land a hook, and Nautilus roots and slows while Thresh flays and slows. The big difference is going to be how well level 6 plays out for both of these guys. I don't see too many kills happening pre-6. Post level 6, if Nautilus can land a good ultimate, or if Urgot can land a good ultimate, I think it's going to really kind of decide how that lane goes. But I want to eke out the advantage on a blue team kind of early on. And that might be just from my personal experience and me not respecting Urgot damage enough, but I think Jinx, once she starts getting range on her Q, can make it hard for Urgot to really find a very easy ultimate. Although, I don't know, both teams have got pretty good early game jungling gank potential too. So I feel a lot of this game, like the bot lane is going to be a big focus. But Jinx is going to skill harder late, whereas Urgot's going to be sort of more of a peel mechanic towards the late game. I want to see what junglers can do early on. I wouldn't be surprised if Will SCL hits mid lane a little bit more and try and forces Vladimir to burn some summoners early. Give Whale a little bit of opportunity to kind of let loose.
Yeah, I was just about to ask how you thought of that matchup of Ari against Vlad with Whale versus Priest of Rathma here.
Vladimir has this particular nuisance where he doesn't have mana.
He is on Declawd's empty mana bars.
That is correct. And Vladimir really, he plays off his health pool only and cooldowns. And if Whale can't really all-in Vladimir out of lane, Vladimir's just going to sustain back up the damage he took. So if Whale just lets Vladimir free farm, there's going to come a point where Vladimir just kind of just shoves out the wave, and Ari can't stop him from farming. And that's where you start to see Vladimir's become sort of those immovable lane objects and really require a lot of respect and attention coming in from the enemy team. So if Whale can keep Vladimir from farming, which is completely possible, Ari does have a kit that benefits that to a large degree. Orb of Deception does go through minions, so Vladimir can't just use a minion wave to block damage. But we'll see. Both teams have a lot of potential in their team fights. I think it's how they're going to get played in this game. And we are in the loading screen. We can see a lot of crazy skins. But we just got a base Riven and Jinx. Wow, a lot of base skins here, guys. What are you doing? Apparently you guys need to win this more than anybody else.
Oh, the pool party Zach. Looking to make a splash.
He finally got one, boys! It just goes to show if you complain enough on Reddit, the thing that you wanted will eventually circumstantially happen if it seems completely reasonable that it would. He also's got a promo pack too. That's really great.
I'm not gonna lie, you lost me on that string of words.
If you complain about something enough on Reddit, and if it seems just completely reasonable for it to happen anyway, it'll happen.
I don't know. You're using these words reason and Reddit in the same sentence, and I don't understand.
No, I'm using the word Reddit to complain, and I'm saying if you're complaining about something that reasonably is going to happen anyway, with or without your input, it's going to happen.
I stand by my statement. But anyways.
Don't reason with Reddit. Reddit, it will unreasonably hate you. And we're off. Champions picking up items. They are moving towards lanes. We've got mana potions, long swords. Standard starts for most champions. Urgot's gonna have to play a little bit safe early on, though. Like right off the bat, he's got a mana potion and a long sword. He's gonna have a less effective. Invade.
Look at this roaming squad right down here.
Mr.
But they're gonna be spotted.
Ward goes out. They know the ward's been placed, and they're just gonna sit and wait.
Safety first, boys and girls. Use wards. Do the buddy system.
Mm-hmm. Ward out. Always expect the invade. Oh, that cannonball though, that's really nice. All right, they're looking to invade. They know the ward's there, but they're just gonna walk in anyway. Really dangerous normally, considering like they can just I don't know, be around the corner. They're going to back
Is
off.
record going? Uh-oh.
Oh. Yep, they're getting some late wards here at minute 22. They know where Zach is at now that they got spotted out by the ward, so they can act appropriately.
Oh no, Mr. Lobo.
They know they're there. They're going to have to back off. They got 10 free
Good
gold.
ward choice. Good ward choice by Mr. Lobo there.
Absolutely. That probably saved his hide, because an Echo and a Diana on your case, not good. Is Blue Team looking to invade now, too? What? It's like, oh, they're there, we'll invade. Oh, no, they're there, now we'll invade.
Summoner's Rift Shuffle.
They might get away with this invade, actually. At least, yeah, they're just going to get away with this invade. So, I guess patience pays off. Zach's going to get himself an early blue buff. Which shouldn't hurt Echo all too much in his Cleave Clear. I think Stylomax is probably going to ping out. It's like, yeah, they just came through River, so you may want to just go over to your blue buff there. We'll see if Record adjusts his jungle path accordingly. Or trading going up in the top lane. Christina Wendy starting W. Able to trade a little bit harder than Riven at level 1 due to that shield.
Clever girl.
Yeah. One cheese strat that you can do with Diana, level 1, is just start W and just keep auto-attacking. Because you've got that cleave and you get that early level 2 and you're able to trade a little bit harder. And that's what you're seeing here. Another trade going on, that W doing some work. One more Q flash at first blood. And Christina Wendy not taking any chances. Flash just says, no, you don't get to stay in this lane. This is mine.
First blood, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Christina Wendy. Congratulations. I don't know how old you are, so that's about as much as I can get right now. We'll get some more lyrics if you continue to get kills. And Rejuve coming in from Riven. And Diana's got lane advantage. She's dumped a wave into this tower. She's going to have level advantage. She still has teleport power, too. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Whale's getting ganked. He's getting hit hard. One last auto attack, but tower shots forcing a flash out from Record. And that was a little too close for comfort for him. Has to back off.
The wee little seal, the wee little Zach, has gotten the triple buff now.
Ooh, yep.
Look how tiny he is!
He tiny Zach. Look at him. He big.
Oh really, this might actually kill him.
Oh god! No, his passive, those gloves are really strong. He'll just take those and run. Good glove juggling coming in from Will Seal. He's going to go back to base, get Stalker's Blade. Echo getting that Trailblazer. He just wants to clear jungle camps as fast as possible.
Double Dorans and a cloth armor for Christina Wendy.
Oh yeah, that seems completely reasonable. Mr. Lobo trying to pick a fight here. Again, that W really helping out that trade. Mr. Lobo has much less health due to that Doran's Ling, and Mr. Lobo now has to just back off the wave. With only 3 health potions, Christina Wendy's in a nice spot.
Gotta respect that.
And now that the lane's shoved out too, it's going to be really hard for Riven to farm.
Let's say that the item advantage there is really strong for as low levels they are.
Yeah, that extra Orange Ring health and that cloth armor is going to enhance those shields and give Diana all the effective health that she could want.
Look at a level and a half on her.
Oh, hook lands on the Nautilus. We do have a record gank coming in the meantime. Not going to really find anything, unfortunately. But he is going to show his presence there and force Blue Team to respect it just a little bit. Salmac just auto-attacking. Just try to do as much poke as he can. More trading coming in. Shields for shields. Stun does land, but Christina Wendy has the minion advantage. That's going to knock her up. Force a flash out from Lobo. And this lane could get a lot harder for Riven once Diana hits level 6.
Yeah, he's been able to get away a few times just because no gap closer, but 6, that's no longer going to be an option.
No, not at all. Yeah, Diana's just going to happily continue to farm this out. It'll be interesting to see how Diana decides to itemize in this lane. It would be nice to see an early Zhonya's Hourglass give her a lot of teleport ganking potential to engage on fights.
Lobo's going to have to watch out. Next wave's going to get Christina 6.
Yeah. And Lobo is taking a lot of pokes so far. Is suffering a little bit in farm, but not as bad as I would expect. But then again, 6 level may be the make or break point here in top lane. Yep, there's
There it
level
is.
6. Yeah.
Zach is there, but Christina Wendy knows it. Oh, Record's coming in from behind.
Yeah, but he's going to get spotted out by the ward in the river. And here comes the fight in the engage. Zach's going to just jump in. Christina, Wendy, and Lobo going in. Wendy is doing a ton of damage right now all by herself. Record is just going to show up, and the stun does land, and there is the kill. Riven going to go down, land to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, Will Steel's going to have to back away. They don't go deeper because they know his passive's up.
That you saw it right there. Christina Wendy just waited for
all the way to the mid
Seal.
lane. Good job, Whale. Getting Priest of Rathma.
Wow, I missed that completely. But yeah, in that fight up there, Christina Wendy just waited for Wheel Seal to start his slingshot and then dash to him, so he just jumped right over her and she was safe.
Yeah. So with that bake, Seeker's Argard coming in from Diana early, so it looks like Sonia's Hourglass is going to be the first item Diana builds. Really good item for her. Lets her engage full-heartedly and not worry too much about the poke.
Well, of course she's going to build an Hourglass. She's got Echo on her team. They're very concerned for time.
Time waits for no man unless that man is Echo, and then time kind of just loops. But Jinx taking a lot of poke there from those, I believe, Acid Hunters? Yeah, Acid Hunters. Christina Wendy once again trading in with Mr. Lobo. Mr. Lobo is still not level 6. One last auto will be enough. Good dodge, but oof, that's very close. And that's what Riven gets for going back into lane. Riven's built full offensive, and she's trying to rush that Tiamat, and unfortunately, because she's so far behind, it's going to be a long time before that's completed, and that's going to be a lot of time where Diana gets farmed freely. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Urgot's starting to get a little bit of advantage in poke. He did go back and get a tier earlier. He's already got 100 stacks on that bad boy. That being said, Jinx has just been farming this wave. She has about a 10 CS advantage. Ahri on the roam. Can they get a fight here? I don't think so. They know Ahri's gone in the mid lane, and it looks like red team is going to play it safe in the meantime.
Red team's going to take their blue buff.
Yeah, there you go. With all those resources in the bottom lane, red team says, yeah, we'll just take this blue buff. This looks nice. I'll just grab this. Thank you. Good grab there. Christina Wendy. Oh, wow. Yep. I was waiting for that.
Mr. Lobo.
Mr. Lobo, you're in trouble. Record's coming around the corner, and he's like, oh, you got this. Never mind. It's safe to say at this point, Christina Wendy is snowballed. Happy birthday to that.
I just imagine that conversation. Let's steal their blue buff, then hang around. I'm going to push them really hard in lane, and you be ready to come around the other side. We'll kill him.
We'll throw a surprise party for Riven. Happy birthday to Riven. And that's Riven did finally finish Tiamat, but still no sustain in that lane. The good news is the tower's down, so Riven can kind of just, I guess, just sit on that wave and just get caught back up. That being said, that's a Diana Echo roaming squad, and that actually looks scarier than it should be.
Diana's got teleport still. Oh, but they're going to 3-man collapse.
3v2. Christina Wendy's going to get jumped on all day long. There is the flash out. Christina Wendy still too big. Oh, goes back into the Windscar. Is going to go down. Oh, no. Direct to camera, please. Record is now just going to back away from this. Mr. Lobo looking to try and fight this out. Can he actually turn the tides on this fight? He is going to press R, get that health pack, stun up with that seal. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Urgot is going to go down between the Jinx Nautilus fight, something we didn't get to see in the meantime in that chase. Ooh. I believe it had something to do with depth charge.
Action's starting to pick up now.
Yeah.
3 and 3 for both teams. 1 tower up for the empty mana bars. Declawd must be proud.
Unfortunately, Record may have baited Diana just a little bit because Echo has a way out of fights. Diana, not so much. Diana has ways in, not ways out. And when 3 men collapsed in on those two, Record's like, hey, I'm out. Christina's like, what about me? He's like, you're on your own, birthday girl. But even still,
you're older. You're an adult. You can handle your own responsibilities.
You can handle yourself in the big wide world. See, when it back into lane, Mr. Lobo may have a little bit too of bravado there, considering. And here comes Record in with the gank. He's going to tumble. There's the flash looking to try and get the hyperkinetic position reverser. There, we'll just get him instead. Grabs the Nautilus. There's the flash. There's the box. There's the auto attack. Auto attack. Dredgeline into tower. Number 1 TSM hater. Makes it out alive, but only just barely. Ooh, Vladimir's here too. We've got a little bit of a party. Riven doesn't have teleport, so she can't necessarily just jump in this fight, but Diana can, and this could be the big tilt point here for these teams. Although
this could be the point that breaks it. They're only 300 gold apart right now. It only takes one team fight to change that.
They're looking for it. Mojo Jojo gets slowed up. Ari is looking for it. There's the first Spirit Rush, followed by the second one. Flash into Charm. Mojo Jojo taking a ton of damage. It's going to go down. Here comes the teleport in. Record is already pretty low. He's going to go ahead and use his ultimate. But Christina Wendy gets a 3-man pull-in. Mobile Tech is in danger, out of mana, and no kills to get that Seed Rush. There's the kill. There's the number 2 jump, and here comes Riven. She just walked here. She's like, you know what? I don't need teleport if I know when I need to be here. And gets a revenge kill. Zach going to jump in, but is he going to find anything? No, just a couple tower shots. For his effort, Mr. Lobo really wants to get some kills.
So many kills back and forth. The gold is 100 apart there. We still don't have the clear advantage going on.
No, that was a...
But we can say that Christina Wendy is getting big.
Yeah, Christina Wendy is getting money 4 days. Mr. Lobo takes a lot of damage from Priest of Rathma. Priest of Rathma can handle his tower for a little while longer. He's not in any danger. It's Vladimir. He's got health potions. They are going to go back to base because that top wave is starting to get pretty big. And Lobo's like, I need this.
Isn't Vladimir just kind of a health potion?
Yeah. Alright, everyone's gone back to base. They've picked up some items. Pickaxe and BF Sword on Jinx. Well, there we go. It's double longsword pickaxe tier combo. Looking to go into that Manamune.
Yeah, we got that. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, once that gets built on Urgot, he will start to hurt a little bit more. But in the meantime, now he can just poke. I don't think an all-in is going to be available just yet. We'll see.
A mobile relic is sitting on a BF and a pickaxe too, so there's a lot of damage to be had, a lot of damage to be done in bot lane.
Yeah.
And still no dragons.
And thank you for explaining the name of mobile relic. I'm terrible at looking at names and identifying what it actually means. Thank you!
I kept thinking it was like mobile and then E relic, and then I realized, wait, no, it's just mobile relic. I can read English.
Yeah. Not great at English.
There was no dice involved. We were outside of my realm of expertise.
It's true. And we've got the big... Oh! We got the big fight for Dragon. And Christina, when he jumps into Lobo, does a ton of damage. And the rest of the red team will zone him out. And that might just give red team the courage they need to start off this Dragon. And in fact, they will. He's going to go ahead and pick out this Dragon. Are they going to try and jump in? They've got a Zac. They've got a Nautilus. They've got a Jinx. Are they just going to give it up? Yeah, they give it up. A Wind Slash to try and... steal it, but no. Record says I'm on queue with my smites. The Dragon one goes to red team.
Oh, now they want that tower.
Oh yeah, they do. He also wants that ward. Stylomax, like, ow. He's like, I remember what happened last time I tried to do this. But they will get mid for their efforts. Will Seal's going to jump in, but I don't know if that's the engagement they wanted. Mr. Lobo's already way too low. Whale's going to try and jump in on that fight. Record's going to go pop out of there and say goodbye. Whale's going to get hit with a Vladimir ultimate. Priest of Rathma looking to try and find some kills. Will Seal is still a huge wall at this point in time. Christina Wendy might be in a little bit of trouble. Will Seal, though, afraid of Record's damage, flashes out of that fight, so they get a tower and a lot of posturing and summoners.
They got what they wanted and really didn't lose anything. Oh no, but I'll say Mojo Jojo and Stylomax in danger there of getting collapsed upon, but they take the safe way out.
Mm-hmm. There we go. And after it's all said and done, kills are 6 and 5. We're talking about a 500 gold lead and a 1 dragon advantage here coming in for red team.
And 2 towers.
Yeah, 2 towers. Well, let's seal. Just kind of hitting that blue buff. Dalvex finally gets that ward. His wishes have been granted. He is now a very happy Thresh. Oh, meanwhile, blue team is just hitting this mid tower. That's going to be a dead tower. I don't think Jinx is stopping. Well, Relic's like, thank you. Goodbye. But blue team is now a 4-man stack here in this mid lane, and they're going to need to respond to this, or they're just going to get another tower for free. And I don't think that's something that red team really wants to do. They've got the wave to do it, and Priest of Rathma can clear waves-ish, but he really can't just walk up to this enemy team. He will get crushed.
Yeah. Jinx can just stand there and go, I'm building attack speed!
I am a tower killer. Da 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 da. Mobile Relic destroying relics.
Oh, now we see the Chira's Rat Pack up with 2 towers too. They're like, we saw that Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah. More importantly, they're like, oh, let's just push mid. That's always a good strategy. It worked. It's like, hey, they're just everywhere else. Let's just take mid. And they're like, okay. Jinx has
Meanwhile, in top lane.
Oh, no. Hashtag worth. Christina Wendy's a little low.
Maybe.
That might be a little... Birthday girl, boy, I don't know who you are. This might be a little overextended. There is the Christina Wendy fight, and the Zhonya's Hourglass pop to dodge the charm. But it's going to get ignited. It's probably going to go down. Yeah. You tried. Tried really hard.
So close, yet so far.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, Nautilus has found a record. Record's like, but I've got the Magus and shit. Yeah, he's a good flash out.
I'm really interested to see where Record builds with this from here on out. I'd really like to see doing that kind of tanky CDR echo.
The sorcerer shoes he's got in his already built kit would lead me to believe he wants to build more damages, so he's looking to do damage in this game.
But he's also sitting on a cloth and an amp tome, so he could be seeing Zhonya's next.
Yeah. And Zhonya's fills both roles. It's like, yo, I want to do damage, but I also want to be stylish. And, you know, do all of the damages.
Solid gold.
Oh, yeah. And now we get this nice little lull. No dragon on the board. Really no huge towers at risk. We're watching Urgot and Thresh shove. They may very well get this bottom tower. Mr. Lobo is going to find Christina Wendy kind of just hanging out. Christina Wendy's got a couple items in her inventory. I'm wondering if she goes Merc Treads or something else. I don't know what sort of build Diana wants to do at this point in time. But the No Magic Mantle almost feels like it's sort of a respect buy against Whale, because Whale does do a fair amount of damage. Is farming well, 3-0 and 3. Morel Namicon picked up. Whale gets hooked. Followed by the Flay. Whale might be in a little bit of trouble. Does the stun does land, but Stylemex takes a ton of damage from Jinx in the meantime, and the teleport in from Diana is a little late. Sorry, Christina. You're late to your own party.
Boy, Mobile Relic goes no shoes, no problem.
Yeah. Will that Seal finds Christina Wendy, gets punched. Record just throwing out the W to zone. They're like, oh, okay. Let's Seal wants to steal blue buff. Isn't going to get it. Wendy's going to take this and hopefully use it to great effect.
Dragon's live in 40 seconds. I bet we're about to see a fight over that. Look at everyone's positioning. Record's going to go back now.
Yeah, Record, everyone's based right now. Dragon is blue team has some good ward coverage so far. So blue team can look to make a pick here at this point. That one red ward that they've got is going to catch him out. But Christina Wendy gets found out, is going to get charmed. She's going to try and flash out of there, but she's locked. Has nowhere to go. Can that lantern save her? Yes, it does! That's Sonya's Hourglass. Super useful. But this may concede Dragon, however, Christina Wendy got blown up pretty hard. Flash used, Hourglass was used. She has to give it up for now.
But Silomax goes, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah. Dragon now is going to be started by blue team. They may take this no problem. In the meantime, Vladimir's like, I got mid lane. I'm going to head top and get this too. So it looks like these guys are going to concede Dragon. No, Record's going in for it. He wants it so much. Can he get the smite? No. He'll just back off from it. And blue team will secure Dragon. Why not? It was a free shot. Just pop an ultimate, get out of the fight. Very cheeky play coming in from Wrecker. Dredge Lane does land onto Wrecker. He is getting pretty low. He has to respect the damage that comes out.
Well, he should, but it doesn't mean he's going to.
Yeah, he should. Diana going in on the whale, just doing a little bit of damage. W doesn't quite pop on her. That may have... Oh, no, she's going to go back in. Charm does land. Whale not having any of it right now. Just pressuring and zoning, and they're getting some towers for their effort.
Yeah, because look at Priest of Wrath on top lane, pushing too.
Yeah, Diana seems to be rolling out for it. Diana kind of just looking around. Finds blue buff. It's going to start up on the blue buff.
Priest of Wrath's like, I want another tower.
We got a 2v2 fight coming in the... Or 2v3. Yeah, 3v3 in the bot lane. I can't count, ladies and gentlemen. And Record is in a lot of trouble. Goes down to Nautilus. Will Seal taking a ton of damage. Still hasn't had a chance for his pass in the pot. Oh no, the Dredge Line puts TSM Hater in the worst spot ever. One last Q. Doesn't land and he walks away. Look at that walk. He knows what he did.
That's a strut.
Yeah, no, there's the runs. Like, I'm out. I've got places to be. That Jink damage is starting to come into effect. Azeel Infinity Edge was just more. It's more than enough with Ship and Poke. 3 champions are currently building Azonia's Hourglass. It's not going to be enough. Mr. Lobo looking for Diana. He's going to find a Vladimir and change her mind.
Oh, Whale's right there near him, ready to charm, ready to kill. This is a very close and intense game.
Yeah, this game, both teams are fighting fairly well. I think both of them are know their limits well enough. And are picking pretty strong engages.
And neither of them wants to drop out of the tournament. They want that skin. They want that RP. They want the glory.
Yeah, both teams are at the edge. Oh, close. Record almost lost that red buff. And he's going to back off for now, realizing that
both teams want the opportunity to show up the Shoutcasters in the 5v5.
Yeah. I bet that's really cool. I wish I was playing the tournament and people were shoutcasting my poor play.
Well, remember, that was the original prize. I meant podcasters, that the winning team gets to play the T-Force podcasters in a 5v5 on top of everything else now.
Oh, wow.
So the winning team at the tournament, they get the RP, they get the skin, and they get the chance to show up the podcasters.
Yeah, you get to style all over everyone from the podcast crew. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Let me in on that. Wow, that shoving power from Jinx is really starting to come into play. I feel like Red Team has a priority, and that priority is Jinx. They gotta find her. In terms of champions that are easy to pick off and just kind of blow up with both Diana and Echo, yeah. Because that's a formula for like a Jinx's worst nightmare. There's 2 champions that can just dive on your face and say hello. Red Team currently on the rotation.
They won an inhib.
They're base racing.
Oh, base race.
No, you don't understand. You guys don't have the Jinx on your side. That they're doing it. They're committing to this race, and it's too late to go back. It's too late to stop. They've got a Jinx. This tower's going to go down quick. To bury these guys, but no, it looks like bottom team side gets the first tower. 2 towers down. Are they going to get the inhibitor as well? Yes. So that was a game of hot potato. They're like, we get an inhib, you get an inhib.
Oh man, I want this to be a base race to the end. Right there. Just make it as epic as you can.
Just go. We're done. We end this now. Who's the fastest one alive?
Oh, but looks like we've got the empty mana bars are thinking Baron?
Baron?
That's the Rat Pack. Wait.
Yeah. Cheers, Rat Pack jumping on the
Jinx.
Baron pit. Oh, but...
Oh, they're so low,
yeah,
though.
they can't. They're too low. Diana's coming in for the flank. She's waiting for it. There's the Q, followed by the jump in. Finds Tiumba with TSM Hater. He's going to get taken dangerous low, but the Zonia gets popped. Trying to save him. Will Seal now is the one in danger, taking a ton of damage. Red Team is currently on chase. Whale is showing up to the party, trying to fight off as much damage as he can. Will Seal still alive after it's all said and done. Hyperkinetic position reverser at point blank range. Seal's going to go back into the fight, but now he's going to get divvied up and divided. Mr. Lobo, can you turn the tides of this fight? He is doing a ton of damage, and casualties going all around. Piece of Matha buying a moment of time. Riven finishes it off with a triple kill. That is an ace for 2, and blue team will happily take that trade.
Boy, that ultimate coming right out of Mr. Lobo there just did so much to turn that fight around.
Absolutely. Red team picked a fight in a tight corridor, and unfortunately, blue team, I don't want to say has the better team fight in the tight corridor, but they had the champions in the right spots in that particular fight. Mr. Lobo just waited for a time to drop a good wind slash and got it.
They were trying so hard to get to get on Mobile Relic, to get that Jinx, but in the process, Jinx put down so much poke damage while they were chasing them.
Oh, Christina Wendy found a whale, but doesn't really want to fight 2-on-1, especially with Hourglass on cooldown. Dragon is live, and I believe blue team may be able to pick this up unless red team responds quickly enough. Yeah, Christina Wendy's got Dragon. Or blue buff, sorry.
Oh, Dragon fight? Dragon fight.
Maybe Dragon fight. No. No, Mojo Jojo finds Whale, gets Whale, but blue team gets Dragon. I'll take that trade.
A trade is the name of the game here.
Yeah.
All of this going on, and there's barely a 2k gold lead by the Rat Pack.
Yeah, Rat Pack is... They're really scratching this one out. It's a very close game, and a lot of this is going to be decided on how well the carries can position themselves. Like I was saying earlier in champion selection, Christina Wendy and Wrecker are both very powerful dive champions. If they can't find a target and just beat them up together, they're going to run into a lot of issues, because Urgot's also a very up-close fighter, and we're past the point where Urgot's going to be out-damaging Jinx simply from his spells and abilities. Mobile Relic has 2 items completed on Jinx, doing a ton of damage. Once that last Whisper is completed, there's going to be a lot to be concerned about with Mobile Relic. And again, like I was saying earlier, the peel that they have from blue team, just with a Zac ultimate, we've got Riven, we have a Nautilus, who really ultimately at this point in time should just be on peel duty.
What's about to happen here?
Ooh. Blue team setting up. They're looking for somebody out of position. They're not going to find Anna because she's already going back to base.
No, they're just going to take the easy pickings tower.
Yeah, may as well. It's the last outer tower here for red team, and they're just going to go ahead and just man mode it down. Why not? Sorry, Seal.
60 seconds of shame.
Adult Swim! Oh, but meanwhile, Priest of Rathma still split pushing, still farming. Actually has the most farm in the game at this point in time. I'd really like to see him start applying all of this damage he's picked up from items and start applying it on faces of enemy champions. He's got the Hourglass Will, the Ancients, the City Boots, Void Staff next, and Vladimir may be a force to reckon with.
Oh, Mojo Jojo has finally completed the Muramana.
Alright, there's that power spike we're looking for, plus the Frozen Heart to further slow down Jinx's power. That might be really important considering how well Jinx has been doing damage this game. I'd like to see where the damage numbers lie. I'm fairly certain Mobile Relic's probably going to be up damaging. Well, Salamax fighting the Siege minion. That's a hard fight.
That thing's shield is the size of some champions. The Baron.
Oh, blue team in the meantime, they have a Jinx and a very tanky Nautilus. They're going to try and just shred down this Baron. When TFN here is going to tag in Will Let Seal. Christina Wendy sees this happening, and they're just going to back off. Good call from there, because Priest of Rathma is still split pushing, and they're going to get a bottom tower for this.
Good job of rotating there by the empty mana bars. Prevented the Baron, got a tower.
Now, we're at a point in this game now where I believe the next team fight is going to set the tone. We have 2 open inhibitors. We have two team comps that can fight fairly well. And if one team can get inhibitor advantage over the other one, this is going to mean a lot of objective control and a lot of pressure on the map. So I'd like to see either team posture for a strong fight. Dragon's not going to be up for a little while, and in terms of outer towers, red team has the easier to grab ones than blue team. Mid lane's the last remaining second tier tower for blue. Grouping up and hand down mid's not necessarily hard to do for red team, but there's a lot of situational splitting blue team can do. That being said, blue team doesn't have a teleport to play with. Christina Wendy can split push and split up the enemy team and then teleport in and pick a 4v5 fight. Blue team doesn't have necessarily that option. And as we've been seeing so far, red team's been doing a good job of just shoving waves into the enemy blue team and forcing them to react on their terms. But again, blue team wants this mid inhibitor, so they're doing the ever so stylish group mid push harder. No, but push harder though.
No, but wait, really? They're pushing harder.
Yeah. Red team kind of just buying time. They've got 3 hourglasses. Record looking for a fight. It's going to stun up Riven. He's going to pop the hourglass flash. Hook coming in, not going to land on anybody, and that's the engage going down. Mr. Lobo is not going to get vision reverse, and Echo's going to be the first one to go down, followed by Thresh. Blue team is just crushing it. This fight, a forced engage, is going terribly for these guys. It's going to be another casualty, and that's going to be an ace for none for blue team, and that might be game. Red team trying so hard to pick a fight, couldn't find it. Once Record couldn't stun anybody, that should have been red team's cue to get off that fight. So much was burnt just to try and start a fight.
Yeah, Record couldn't land it, didn't get anyone inside that field, and then the Hemo Plague coming out of the Priest of Rathma got nobody.
This is game.
And yeah, that's going to be game, and we're going to see the empty mana bars get emptied out of the tournament as the Rat Pack claws their way to stay in.
Don't worry, guys. You'll always be full in my heart. But congratulations, guys. Cheers, Rat Pack. You clutch your way back into this. Declawd's empty mana bars. Thank you very much for playing. It's been fun watching you guys play. Very, very fun. Oh, close game up until the end there.
Boy, that was intense.
Yeah. That's it. There's only going to be 2 games today, right? Yeah. There's only the 2 games.